Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's me, Mr. Mario. These are my hands, this is my table, and this right here is a Switch with a bunch of accessories that I'm going to be unboxing. Now, what are these? This is supposed to be a deluxe carrying case for the Switch, this is supposed to be a carrying case for the Pro Controller, and this right here is supposed to be a skin set of some kind for the Pro Controller. Now, before we get into this, full disclosure, because I do have to say this and I want to be transparent with you all, this company, DOUBI, was awesome enough to send these to me just for free as kind of review samples to unbox and show you all. So, full disclosure on that, that is why I'm able to bring these to you. They did contact me. I actually was quite interested in these products. They looked pretty cool. I said, you know what? Sure, I'll go ahead and unbox these. So, DOUBI, if you guys are watching, thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it. And if you're interested in these, there's going to be links down below in the description. But I'm going to give you my honest impressions and feedback on these. They look cool so far, but let's go ahead and open these up. So first off, let's open up the biggest one right here. This is going to be the deluxe carrying case. Now right here, it is pretty thick. It's light as well too, though. And it kind of just has DOUBI all over it. Looks like it has these straps here as well. Now, I don't know what all this holds, honestly, so that's why we're going to unbox this and check it out and see. Oh, wow. Alright, so I like the blue themes in there. Definitely they got, you know, the foam protectant and stuff, so that's really cool. Let's see if you can pull this out. I'm sure you can pull it out, but I just want to see. Either way. Yeah, it looks like I can. But honestly, there's not really going to be much of a point to that. So, I just want to see what all I can put in here. So first off, it looks like there is a controller holder right here that it looks like it can fit either... Can it fit this? No, it can't fit the Pro Controller, so I'm just kind of trying to figure this out here. But it looks like it was designed for the comfort grip in mind. If I take out the Joy-Con, though, will that help at all? Let's check this out. Yes. Okay, so the comfort grip does go in there perfectly. Now, it also looks like this hole right here, I am kind of confused with, admittedly. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be for your charger or what, but let's see if that fits in there. If I can get it that way. Well, the Switch is supposed to lay down like this, so that doesn't really lay there directly. And if this could fold in, that would be really cool. Unfortunately, this does not fold in directly there. And the Joy-Con are a bit too big for that, so it looks like I can carry the comfort grip in there, and then, let's see, the actual console itself, that is supposed to drop in here like so. So it definitely stays nice and secure in there, for sure. That is pretty nice, alright. And then right here you have your game holder as well, so you can go ahead, take some of your games, and pop them in there. I'll actually grab a few games just to show you, you know, how well it fits. And I'm trying not to drop stuff here, but it happened. Alright, so I got some cartridges right here. Got Zelda, got Bomberman. How well do these fit in? Alright, so just kind of like this, let's say. This will be nice, you know, once the Switch library opens up a lot more. But, as you can see, I mean, they're definitely snug in there. It seems like they have... It almost looks like they have too much space, but honestly, that's actually a pretty snug fit. And if you get them out, I mean, they should definitely be protected. So, right there, again, just on the bottom, you're able to put your comfort grip. You might be able to put, like, let's see, I can't put the charger in there, unfortunately. What about, like, an HD... No, the HDMI cable, I'd have to really smush that, so... I'll be straight up, I don't really know what that's for. I even looked at the ad listing, and I don't know what that slot is for. It would have been really cool if that was just a little bit bigger, so I could, you know, bring this charger with me, but I'm not sure what's going on with that. So the actual Switch goes in there. That is, I mean... It feels like it's not going to go anywhere. This thing's definitely protected. But finally, right here, the last bit, which is just this little zipper pouch type area. So I can put some extra Joy-Con in there. What about the charger itself? Can I do this? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just stuff as much stuff into here as possible before it, you know, completely boulders and goes out of control. Because I'm trying to, you know, make this a little bit of a realistic scenario, so if I was to use this and take it all over the place, how much I could stuff in there. Alright, so I could put two Joy-Con in there, I could put the power supply in there as well, too. That dock is definitely not going to fit, I'm not even going to try that. And then, what about, well, kind of useless to bring an HDMI cable if I can't bring the dock with me. But, let me go ahead and zip this up right here. Alright. And then, honestly, I might not recommend the power supply being in there just because there's a bit of a bulge right there, so that might be a little bit overkill. So you might just want to bring, you know, not the actual switch power supply, just bring like a USB Type-C cable with you. But point is, you do have plenty of room that you could put extra stuff in there. There's also this thing right here that came included, so what is this? It's Velcro. It's a pouch of some kind. Is this just like an extra pouch to put things in? I guess I could kind of have like a little Joy-Con sock. I also looked at this and I wasn't seeing anything directly mentioning this right here, unless I'm blind by the listing. But either way, we do have that if you do want to use it. I guess if you want to just bundle some things and get some extra protection, that'd be cool. I'll kind of just go ahead and leave it in there. Pop those in, and interesting enough though, let me try one thing. So realistically, you could take something a little bit thinner, such as a portable battery, pop that in there, put your USB Type-C cable in there, zip this up, and it seems like you would be good to go at that point. And it's a little bit heavier than before, but aside from that, everything seems to be alright. Nothing's really knocking around. I think we're good on that. Now, the last thing we did get right here was we also got this little piece, which you're just supposed to kind of clip it onto each side is what it looks like. Easy enough. Nothing to really play around with there, which makes me happy. And then you can carry this thing around, like carry it around on your shoulder. I would more prefer to carry it by hand like this, so I'm actually going to take it off because I'm personally not going to use this strap right here. But honestly, looking at the case itself, it seems to be very sturdy. Let's see, the Joy-Con are moving around a little bit, but that's because they're just kind of thrown in loose there. So you do have a decent amount of space for extra little accessories. You got room for plenty of games. As you can see, 16 games right there. I guess 17 if you already have a game, you know, physical game in the Switch itself. That Switch is not going to be going anywhere. And then, of course, you know, you have your extra controller there. And that is just, that's the thing that's throwing me off. That's the only thing that's throwing me off that I really I'm not too crazy about with this case. But no, again, let me go ahead. Let's check this out. So I'm thinking, you know, I'm just imagining if I'm carrying it around somewhere with me, like I'm walking around with it, or I have it in my backpack, I take it out, and if I just want to play the Switch, I go ahead, like pop it on my desk somewhere, unzip it, pull the Switch out, start playing. So if you want something really sturdy, but you're not going to be, you know, putting a dock in there, you're not going to be hooking it up to anyone's TV or monitor, you're just going to be playing it yourself, or maybe you and your friend are going to, like, share some Joy-Con and play a game together, this would actually be a pretty worthwhile case. Also, it's only $20, so for $20, I feel like this is pretty fair. Again, the only things I really don't like about it, I wish I could put, you know, I wish there was a bit more space so I could, like, safely put a power supply in there. Again, that would have been perfect if I could put it in this slot, but this is just kind of the mystery slot right there. I'm not sure if DOUBI can give some insight on that. If they do give me any insight, I'll drop it down below as a comment. But yeah, no, aside from that, aside from those like little gripes right there, for $20, I think this would be well worth it. So this would have probably been something I would have picked up if I didn't already have an existing case. So now at this point we have everything for a portable Switch right here available, but what if you want to bring around a Pro Controller? Well, that's why we have the Pro Controller case, which I should probably pick up off the ground. So this thing, it comes with one of these little type of things. That's interesting. I guess to clip onto. Oh, because it doesn't have an actual clip right there, so they end up adding one on. I guess you could really swap it out or take it off if you want to. I just use these for keychains and all that, honestly. But this thing is extremely light. Let's go ahead, open this up right here. And after sales service, any problem with our product, feel free to contact us. Want more Nintendo Switch accessories? Search DOUBI Nintendo Switch on Amazon. Welcome to join DOUBI official Facebook. So, hey, you know what? They get a little bit extra promotion right here, which is totally cool. So let's go ahead and check this out. This is soft foam. It's not like the hard foam that we saw in here. Let's go ahead and take this thing out. Oh, I'm almost tempted to kind of just keep this and give it to a friend, like pretend this is a Pro Controller and just give it to them. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Anyways, take the Pro Controller, you pop it inside here. Seems to be about it. And then you can put any extra accessories I guess you want in here. Let's see if this would be ideal for, you know, a USB Type-C cable, just because, you know, you want to charge it and all that stuff, but I'm kind of curious. Technically, this is a Type-C cable that I'm going to be trying. But what if I want to bring the actual, you know, dock one with me? Can I stuff it inside here? Again, this is probably not how it's supposed to be used, but I want to give this a shot. Oh, that actually, it's bulging a little bit, but that fits surprisingly well. So honestly, I mean, if that fits in there, you're not going to have an issue putting in like 1 or 2 regular USB Type-C cables inside of that. And really, that's a pretty open and shut case. Ha, you get that? It's funny because I said it's a case. Anyways, no, we have that right there. Sweet. I mean, there's not too much else you can do with it, but again, if you're really concerned with your Pro Controller, like you're treating this thing like gold, this is $14 apparently. I probably wouldn't pursue this because I don't care that much about my controllers, but if you're wanting something to match and you're wanting something for your Pro Controller, like you're going to be throwing these in your backpack, for example, just like toss them in, you don't want them being thrown around everywhere. If you want to protect your Pro Controller, this might be a decent investment. I think it's neat. However, as I said, I myself probably wouldn't pick it up normally. That's just me being honest, though. But it seems to be built well enough, so I have no gripes on that. One thing, though, just curious, I think this is going to be a no, but let me see how well this goes inside of here. Oh, well, the comfort grip kind of fits. No, it doesn't. It kind of fits. It kind of fits, but this is definitely for the Pro Controller. I'm just surprised they give you so much room on there, but I guess that's so, you know, nothing is pushing down on the buttons or the joysticks or anything. So, there, we have that. So I'll go ahead, kind of put that over to the side, move this over here. And actually, for our next accessory, I do need to try this with the Pro Controller. So, let's go ahead and rip this thing apart. This is going to be the last box we're looking at, which is the DOUBI. Let's see what this is. The 10-in-1 Nintendo Switch Pro Controller skin set. Interesting. I'm normally not a controller skinner, so I don't know what I'm going to think of this, but... Oh, first off, we end up getting... Okay, this is interesting. So we get a microfiber cloth. You know, I would have... Oh, God. Oh, this thing stinks. I'm sorry, I can't even hide that. That thing stinks. But, honestly... I'm surprised this didn't come with, like, the normal Switch case. Just, you know, something that you could throw in with your regular Switch, and you could clean the screen and all that stuff. Unless they really want us to clean the controller before we put this skin on. But let's see what's inside of here. This feels really mushy. Alright. Alright. Go ahead and open this thing up. And there we go. Alright, so the rest of that's going to be garbage right there. Here we have the actual controller skin, I guess. So let's go ahead and try and skin our controller right here. Again, I've never been a huge fan of... that doesn't mean I haven't done it, but I've just never been a huge fan of controller customization or controller skins or anything, so I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this. I'll be honest, I looked at it and I wasn't too crazy about it, but they sent it to me, I'm like, you know what, let's go ahead and try it out. And honestly, alright, I'll say this. God, oh my God. It's probably not professional at all, but the thing does not smell. It does not smell good. I'll say that, so, oof, God. Definitely, like, air it out if you're gonna get this, man. Yeah, this thing does not smell all that good. I'm not crazy about how it looks, but dare I say it, it's very comfortable. It is very comfortable so far. This is quite a comfortable skin, especially with like kind of the ribbed thing right here, which I'm honest, I'm not liking the look of it, but it's pretty comfortable to hold, so this might not be too bad to use, but thankfully the smell doesn't really get on my hands all too much. Alright, cool. And what about these? It seems to, if you're pressing down on the ZR and ZL buttons, it seems to kind of make those a bit squishier. So not too big of a fan of that. If this is like a little bit lower, that would be cool. And I'm trying to lower it myself, and I can't really do that. So if this would just cut off a little bit, that would be awesome. But that's the skin itself. Let's see what all comes inside of this right here. So we're supposed to get a bunch of other little accessories. Oh, there we go. They're trying to kind of do like the Elite controller type thing. So these would be kind of like skins that you put on top of your joysticks right here that would give you, I guess, more precision and all that other stuff. Let's go ahead, put the big ones on, if I can. Seems like they go on easy enough. That just feels... it feels interesting. It definitely feels like I have more control over that, so to speak. But again, just the look of it is just kind of throwing me off. I'm not sure if they have any extra colors because, you know, kind of the black on black thing. I don't know. I'm not super crazy about. I keep saying this. I'm not super crazy about the look, but damn, this thing is comfortable. I'll say that. Damn, this thing is comfortable. So we got that. Let's see. We have some other more smooth ones right here that are more concaved, so to speak. So let's go ahead and try these right here. They come off quite easy. They come off easier than they are to put on. So let's go ahead and try these. All right. So these are the concave ones. I'll be honest, I'm not feeling them. I'm going to take these ones off. The convex ones, these dome ones right here, feel much nicer. The concave ones, not so much. And then if you don't want it to, you know, stick up by an inch, you also have some smaller ones right here that you could put on. So we also have sets of concave and sets of convex ones. Again, let's go ahead and pop this on. So we got the small convex ones. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not really feeling these ones all too much. I'll try the last ones right here, which are the smaller concave ones. There might be people that are a lot more particular about their controllers. I myself, again, I'm not crazy into controller customization, so I might not be the target audience on here. But again, I still want to give this kind of a overview and give it a bit of a shot right here. I will say, though, these ones are the heightened ones that are the convex models. These ones are definitely my favorite. These ones feel quite nice, so I'm probably going to be using these a bit. It just feels like they give you a lot more control. So we have these ones on here as well, too. And these are actually not too bad, to be honest. If you like this type of style, they really don't feel too bad. If you like the 360, the Xbox 360 type of thumbsticks, these are pretty good, I'll be honest. So if you're going for lower type ones, I'm liking these concave ones, the smaller concave ones. But if you're, I guess, wanting some more accuracy, some more control, these bigger convex ones would be better. I'm assuming if you're going to do something like you're going to be playing Splatoon, you're taking that super seriously, you might want to get, you know, some thumbsticks like this at least. I'm not sure if you're going to want to use the skin on here, but the fact that this has multiple different thumbsticks is pretty nice. And then the only thing is, when it comes to this, I don't really know why they included the cleaning cloth on here. Again, I thought this would have been something that would be more beneficial to have with my Switch console as opposed to the Pro Controller. But, you know, I guess that's their own design choice on that and how they're going to be selling it. So there's that right here. So kind of my overall impressions on all of these. And by the way, this is $14 for this package right here. So let's go ahead and kind of check these out right here, just kind of do a once over, and I want to give you my first impressions again on these and kind of my overview. So for the actual Switch case right here, if you know you're not going to be taking your dock out anywhere, you're just going to be playing locally, and you want to throw this in a backpack of some kind, and you want to, you know, have some good space for accessories, for $20, I think this thing is nice. It is pretty big, but because of that, you know that your Switch is not going anywhere. So for $20, I actually think this is a pretty cool case. This thing right here for the Pro Controller, really all you can do, you can put your controller in there, you can put one or two cables in here, and actually these would actually work pretty cool in conjunction. So you can put the controller in there, a cable, and you can put all your different thumbsticks inside of that. Also, the skin kind of comes off a little bit, but it works with that there. This is $14. If you care a whole ton about your Pro Controller, this isn't a bad option. If you're not too crazy about the Pro Controller and you don't really care if it gets scratched or scuffed up, I don't see this as a necessity. I think you're fine on that. And then finally, when it comes to the actual skins and all that stuff, so all the thumbsticks right here and the controller skin. This is, again, a $14 package right here. I think the skin is... I'm not crazy about the look on any of this right here. I'm really not crazy about the look. But damn, is it comfortable? Is it worth $14? To me, I probably would not pick this up. But again, that is because I also am not crazy about controller customization. If this is something that really speaks out to you, I feel like $14 might be right at that mark where it might be, you know... I feel like $14 might be at that point where it's either a perfect price point for you, or it might be a little more expensive than you're wanting to pay. Maybe like $10 would have been cool, I'm not sure. But either way on there, also these thumbsticks, I got to try these out. The thumbsticks are a very nice addition, so I do like that. But yeah, no, I think I might try this a bit. Just, again, my warning, if you're going to get this one, air it out, because it kind of smells. Like, you heard me gag a little bit. It kind of stinks. Anyways, this is Mr. Mario signing off. Thank you all for watching, everyone, and thank you for checking out this unboxing and overview right here. If you're interested in any of this stuff, the links are going to be down below in the description. If you enjoyed the video, a like would very much be appreciated. If you absolutely hated it, a dislike is fine as well, too. I'm going to go smell this controller for a bit.